Okay, I'm sorry. I did not want this, like...
That's okay. But I'm not lying to you. I literally sat here and asked Paris. I was like, are you talking about me? She said no. I actually had trust with Paris before this, so I believed her when she said that she wasn't talking about me. And I was like, so Ryan came up with this idea that Johnny and Maddie are spearheading this whole campaign to get me out. And she was like, yeah. And she confirmed it with me. She's like, yeah, it was Maddie and Paris, or Maddie and Johnny. And then, and I was like, yeah, the idea came from Ryan, but it was Maddie and Johnny that went and talked to everyone about it and got it. Really good with me and Derek. She is Allie and Liv's friggin' third. She's good with Maddie and Will. She was good with Ryan. She campaigned all friggin' week to get you out. And literally we sat on the couches this morning. And she was just like, it sucks, like I'm gonna have to, you know, vote to keep Johnny, like I wanted to go with Ryan, but everyone's going in the other way to the house right now because you're the only person that she didn't feel good with or didn't have. And she didn't like it because you were super close to Maddie at one point. Mm-hmm. So she's good with every single person in this house. She had the exact same social game that you had, except her game's not blown up. And that's why she's a little frantic about it right now, because this is the first time she's ever got put in the hot seat or got caught in a lie, because she literally goes and tells everyone everything about every single person and says, don't tell anyone this, don't tell anyone that. She goes, I got your back 100%, I'm your person, like I don't care, like if I go to the, like I expect if I make it to the final two with you, like I expect the $20,000, it's still better than nothing. She tells it to every single person. Maybe she's hurt, maybe that's what she's told you too. But I'm not lying, and I know she's talked about me, so she doesn't have my back like she says she did. And I knew that. Mm-hmm. You can't be good with every single person, because at that point you have to pick a side. And I knew she didn't pick mine, so I'm not on her side at all.
Okay, so was it just, you said it wasn't just Paris and...
No, it wasn't.
Ryan.
It wasn't just Paris and Ryan.
I'm curious.
Do you want me to tell you? Okay, it was Allie and Liv too.
Yeah?
Yeah, so the only reason I even knew that you and Erica were talking about me is because you guys were talking to them about me, and they told me.
What?
Is that true? You were talking to them about me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you think I knew? I knew from Paris, I knew from Ryan, I knew from Allie, I knew from Liv.
They were talking back.
Hmm?
But they were talking back, like planning things.
Yeah, but the thing is when you get other people going against each other, you're not looked at, right? So when I was literally like, Johnny's not after me, I'm good with Johnny, like, this doesn't make any sense to me, like...
By the way, I hate that this is you doing this and it's not like Derek too. Like, it bothers me that it has to be you as the voice.
Well, the thing is during my HOH, I talked to everyone separately.
I know.
So this is information, like, I passed on to Derek, so he wasn't, like, in the single conversations, and...
I'm not saying that because, like, you're not... I just mean, like, when you said earlier that it felt like Derek's not saying anything. I'm the one who's, I like agree with you.
Yeah, because he's sitting pretty here, and now if I go on the block, I'm automatically going home. Yeah. So it is what it is. At least you can get the friggin' real information. And if I go home because all those fucks got caught in lies, and now whatever, I aired people's dirty laundry, because legit, I even told Allie and Liv today, I was like, I'm pretty sure I even told you. And then I was like, oh shit, did I just tell him who I was putting on the block? Like, now I gotta backtrack and pretend I didn't say anything. But I was literally putting Maddie, Will, Paris on the block. And I literally told that to Allie and Liv. And that's why when she confirmed, she goes, oh yeah, you didn't say Johnny's name. Because I wasn't fucking putting you on the block, because I thought we made a deal this week. Because I do feel like everyone's against me. I had a chat with you in the catacombs. I do feel like everyone's against Derek. I do know that people bullshit to us, but I didn't know it was to the extent of, like, when you were like, oh, you put us as has-nots, and then I was like, hugged you, I just didn't think anything of it, like, oh, maybe you're just trying to pretend like you didn't have anything. You're like, it's okay, like, I'm used to the catacombs, like, I'm fine. You're just like, yeah, like, I don't mind talking to you about it, like, there's just some things that don't match up, and I'm like, match up? Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean Allie and Liv, though? Because, like, I get that you guys had, like, a relationship longer ago, but how long had they been bringing information or whatever to you guys?
Well, it's just the fact that, like, we had this agreement to the triple to keep each other.
But there was more than that, and I'm aware of that. Mm-hmm. And you can say there wasn't, but I know that's not the case.
No, yeah, and that's why I was 100% on Erica's side, and I was 100% on your side, because we even had an agreement, not an agreement, but, like, this thing with Erica, where I was literally, like, she wanted you almost, like, there was 5 of us, but she was like, and Johnny would be a 6. And she
but Allie and Liv knew they weren't going up during that time, and you knew it was Erica.
Yeah, and I told Erica she wasn't going up either. And then when I was asking them about you, they're like, no, like Erica even said, no, like, you're good with Johnny too. And I was like, okay, like, I feel good with Johnny, but I had to question it because Ryan said your guys' 4 names. Like, they didn't say their forenames, or I would have been like, are you talking about me now? Like, because I knew they weren't talking about me. I did have Erica's back 100%. I did have Ali and Liv's and Derek's. And then when Ryan mentioned your forenames, that's why I came in here and questioned all 4 of you. And I'm like, are you talking to me?
I'm just blown away that Ali and Liv were the people to do that. That blows my mind.
Hey, I'm just almost done a conversation. But, like, it's only to the fact because they didn't want you to go against me at this point. Because it was stupid, because I never was going against you. It made no sense. And then even when they...
Why, if they were saying that I was saying your guys' name, how is it that they didn't want to go against me?
No, they didn't, like, for you to go against me, it's almost like they didn't want it to happen because I was never going against you. Because the whole plan was for us all to go. And that was the plan from the beginning.
Like, they are pro you. I don't doubt that in my mind. Like, we've talked about, like, you being our favorite among the 2 of you and stuff. For
I know,
sure.
and I'm very pro them as well. And I was very pro Erica.
I'm just like, are they pro me, though?
Yes, they were pro you.
You know, that's what I'm trying to suss out here.
Yeah, I know. I just hate freaking throwing people under the bus I actually trust in this game. You know what I mean?
But obviously, there's 2 duos here, right? Like,
I know, there's
and a
2
trio.
Yeah,
But,
I know. There's 2 duos, a trio, and then there's you.
yeah.
I know. But that's why, like, when... Literally, like, I feel like it just doesn't make sense, like, if you were to put Derek and I on the block, because we were never going to put you on the block.
But in my mind, like, they were more of allies to me throughout this game than you guys were, right? But if they've been coming to you for whatever you're saying, however long, and, like, throwing, like, my name under the bus.
It's like almost
and,
like they
painting
gave
a target on me instead of them. Like,
It's almost like they weren't trying to paint a target on you. It's like they were trying to give me a heads up. Like, he said that you convinced Erica to go against me. And that you're trying to get them to, like, you were, so when the whole thing with Maddie and you were brought up, that's why it was believable.
That's what you were saying, like, it matches up with things that you've heard or something like that.
Exactly. So for you to be believable, so when Ryan said it and Paris confirmed it, I was like, it's believable because even Ali and Liv told me that you got Erica on your side to basically, like, we're going after Dayla next week. And then for you to talk to Ali and Liv and literally be like, all right, so, like, we should go after Kaela and Derek. I don't think we should save them to the triple. There's no point in saving them that long. Like, at least, you know, put them up on the block or whatever. And they were almost, like, giving me a heads up and be like, hey, this is what's happening. They're just saying, like, just so you know, we're not on board. But, like, that was, like, I don't know, maybe a trust thing they were trying to build with me. But they're the ones that gave me the heads up.
Yeah, that's surprising.
So, and because they gave me the heads up, when it was brought up that you and Maddie were spearheading, it was believable because I was like, oh, if you're doing it on this side, you must be doing it on that side. You know what I mean? And that's why it was believable. And then we had, they told me that you guys were, or like the day I put the eviction where like Erica went on the block because Ryan got saved or whatever, it was even that day they were like, yeah, they're still trying to convince us. Like, they're trying hardcore to convince us. Like, and I was like, oh my God.
What the fuck?
So the fact that double happened, or that random eviction thing, that's why I put Erica up, because I was like, I thought I was 100% with Erica. Like, until that week, like, I was like, Derek, Ali, Liv, Erica, and then Johnny. Because I've talked to Erica about you.
So did you threaten them and say that they had to vote out Erica, otherwise one of them was going up on the block?
No. They're, oh, fuck. I'm just literally, you're just gonna, well, I just ruined every relationship I have in this house. So I'm literally like you. I have no one. So, and that's why I was very gung-ho to work with you. Like, I know friggin' Paris, Will, and Maddie are against me. They're very pro Ali and Liv. Like, I'm not stupid. And I even freaking told Ali and Liv this morning. And I was like, if there's a trip, I'm putting Paris, Will, and Maddie up. And I was like, I'm not even putting Johnny up. And they're like, yeah, cool. I literally told them that because we thought we were walking into a triple. And I think I accidentally even said it down to you in the kitchen. And I was like, oh, I can't wait for the triple so I can put the friggin' 3 birdies up on the block. And I was like,
I just thought you were lying to me.
No, I wasn't fucking lying to you because we made a fucking deal.
Do you guys still airing it out alone?
No, you can join. But literally, and then once I said that, I was like, oh my God, I just told them I was putting out. And I was like, or anyone, like, I don't know what my decision is. Like, do you remember me, like, trying to come back and just being like, or anyone, like, I don't know, haha. But it's because I literally just told you, I was like, fuck, Kaela, why would you do that? Like, why would you just tell them exactly who you were doing? But that's exactly.
What's your perspective being on Ali and Liv coming back and feeding you guys information about me?
Yeah, they know. Or he knows.
Oh, you know?
Yep.
You know now?
Yep.
What's my perspective on it?
Yeah. Like, how frequent was that?
Fairly. whenever they heard something, basically they would tell us.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by there's more than one person in here playing every
Did you
single
tell him like
person in
that's
this
how
house.
we knew about him and Erica?
Yep.
And,
There
like,
you
how-
go.
Yeah. No, it all makes sense now. I just like the things that they were saying too about
So
this is
I'm
like
telling
shocking.
you right
that-
now, I'm not fucking lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't putting you on the block. I told Allie and Liv. I told you Paris, Will, and Maddie on the block this week. Well, we thought it was a triple. And it is what it is. And we were literally, that's why we were so shocked. That's why I was cheering for you in that freaking HOH today.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I literally gave you a wink. I don't know if you saw me wink at you.
It's just hard because like you put me on the block. You know what I mean? Like.
But my honest thing for that whole HOH was there was no lenience really.
And
Here's
it's
two
because every
targets.
single person walked in here and said, put this person on the block.
Mm-hmm.
And it was every single one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're going to all come in here and say, put Kaela and Derek on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just so you know, you were talked about by every single person in this house.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they're just going to tell you what you want to hear. Because clearly they were telling me what I wanted to hear, or they're feeding me information to save their own asses.
Can I bring Allie and Liv in here?
Yeah, this is going to fucking...
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Is that because like you wanted to? Liv just came in here wanting to do that chat anyways. So I
Yeah,
feel
that,
like-
well, that's exactly what because you know how they both said, like, to do it privately because they knew it was them. You know
Oh,
what
yeah?
I mean? Did you not catch on
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Feared it, but I'm just like shocked at the way they've explained things. It made me feel
Mm-hmm.
like
But, like, I don't feel like they were trying to throw you under the bus. I think they were trying to give me a heads up.
Yeah.
As in, like, Johnny's actually after you.
But
because
I mean,
was like, I'm
if you could
100%
hear the conversations, it wasn't like
That's why
Yeah,
I was
but,
also
like-
trying to pull a little bit. Like, do you remember?
No, they said they were deflecting it. They were like, oh, we were deflecting it and saying we didn't want it at all.
Oh, they weren't deflecting it.
I'm not
No,
gonna say
that's what they
anything.
were. Yeah, that's what they were talking
I'm
about.
just shocked.
No,
like-
no, they
Anyways,
said that you and Eric
do you
were all
remember when-
gung ho, and they're like, no, and like trying to deflect it, and they felt awkward, and they felt like you guys were friggin' trying to force their nominations, and that's why they wanted you both out.
Anyways, just like side note, do you remember
Yeah.
pre-nominations when we had some talks? And the one question I asked you, like when we were sitting here, and I was just like, Johnny, is there anything you have said?
Yeah.
Because I knew that you had, because Allie and Erica told us, right? And I was like, give me a chance if there's anything you agreed about or anything in alliance, like whatever, anything that you've kind of said. And then when you just like disagreed, I was like, okay, well, Johnny's lying, and that was my,
Yeah.
nail in the dagger that he's going over the
Yeah.
block because he just lied to me when I gave him a chance to kind of open up. That was my whole reasoning for that specific question. 'Cause
Yeah.
I knew at that
Yeah.
time where I was at.
Hey,
It's gonna be bedtime soon. Can I have like 5 with you and then?
I actually I was just about to grab Allie and Liv to come in here and clear something up, Paris, and then I will absolutely talk with you and stuff.
I just need 5. Like I don't need a long time. I just want it to be before bedtime.
Can I promise you that will happen?
Yeah.
100%.
I just need 5.
I swear.
It's gonna be like another hour though. When I'm
No.
bringing it in
No.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go grab them because she's ready. It's almost bedtime.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need clarity.
You honestly think they're gonna send us to bed right now?
Yeah, they're not going to
Yeah,
send us
fair.
to bed. Good one. Nope. It's just stupid because I actually wasn't putting Johnny on the block, but everyone literally made it feel like, and I said that like they weren't throwing Johnny's name under the bus. All I said was they were trying to give me a heads up about it.
Did you tell them about like us having an alliance with Paris since early on in the game?
No, Paris did. Yeah,
Really?
She just flipped right out at me. And she denied the whole thing, even mentioning Johnny and Maddie and all that kind of stuff. It's like, you're a fucking little liar. No, she's good with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's those little bitches.
What's up, bitches?
Well, this is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like admittedly awkward,
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably, but I'm just trying to get
Very
to the
much
bottom of
so.
things and stuff. And
No, yeah. Basically, I let him know that you guys, I didn't like, and I specifically put it this way for a reason,
Yeah.
was that you guys didn't say Johnny was, you weren't throwing his name out there, but you were giving me a heads up, is what I said about Johnny.
basically, as we were having conversations and stuff, you guys would frequently bring back information to them about, as they're both saying, about me coming after them and Erica coming after them, and you guys wanting both of us out.
No, he said he knew about us all because of Erica. Like, there's
Yeah.
no, I said that I had your guys' back. I wasn't with Will, Maddie, Paris at all. That I feel good with you guys, and that I felt good with Erica, and I felt good with Johnny.
Yeah, and we were just sharing
Yeah.
information
So
between
he
You guys-
knows, 'cause
you guys
Erica
can
told him
understand why
everything,
that
so
shocks
he knows
me.
that we're fine.
Given our conversations,
Right.
you guys can definitely understand why that shocks me.
You're right.
So I'm just curious why you guys were doing that. Were you doing that?
Because we found out that you and Erica didn't trust us.
And okay, let's just preface by saying, I don't know if it was like frequent.
You gave me a
Kayla's
heads up that
she's
Johnny
being
was on
nice
my way.
about it. She's just suggested that you guys are her people.
totally.
in this
Like I just
game.
said, I didn't want to go against you, and it sucks because you were the only people I had in this game. I literally put in, I was like, I don't want to go against them right now.
Yep.
But literally, he straight up wanted to know
Yeah.
has anyone else said my name,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? They weren't throwing your name under the bus. They just gave me a heads up.
Right,
And
and
this
I
is like the
it's how I
information
put it.
that Derek alluded to last week when he was saying like he did know more and stuff, and I was kind of like no, but really it was like you guys who were saying that the entire time.
So I'm not
making
trying
it
to throw you under the
impossible for
bus.
me
I was just
to
like, I
have a
literally
chance.
just told them that you guys were the people I felt the best with in this game.
Yeah, and I think heads up is like a fair word because that frequently happens in this game in terms of when people ask if they're HOH, they ask, you know, like what's the vibe in the house? I would say that's fair, but I would also agree that I didn't ever explicitly throw his name under the bus.
No, that's
No,
what
you
exactly
didn't.
what I said.
Yeah.
You didn't throw Johnny's name under the bus. You gave
No.
us a heads up about it, and I said that I think this
That's not
is
really what you said.
Well, I just said I'm not saying that they threw me under the bus, but they were giving me a heads up about you and Erica talking to them about whatever, and you said no. It was
I think
a lot
what we
more bad.
said, and you can correct me if I'm wrong,
yeah, sure.
but I think what we said is that the consensus was that if we were to gain power, we needed to take a shot at them.
Who's them?
Like if you or I were to gain power, that we needed to take a shot at
It's
them.
just like why not? Like why have conversations with me, like baiting me basically to keep talking about that and saying like,
baiting you?
well, in like
No, definitely not baiting
okay.
you.
in like yeah, like well, what do you think? Well, I don't know about that, and yeah, I get it. Like this one needs to go first. Like yeah, Derek and Kaela. Like there were so many conversations like
No,
that.
but I would also say, and I think everyone can agree to this, I, a lot of the times, would just lay in the bed and conversation would go on, and I would feel like I couldn't voice my opinion, so I wouldn't
And
say
if we-
anything.
And
And
you said also in the pantry you guys were threatened to be put up, but you knew Erica was going up and you wanted Erica to go up.
First of all, we didn't know Erica was going up until she told us in the pantry. True or false?
True. And you guys were on board, but I wouldn't
And
have been
I
against
I
Erica
also
because I
believe-
was 100% Erica until you guys told me that she was coming after me.
Yeah, there
True.
was. I mean,
Right.
and you know about
Yes.
the
And Johnny.
Thank you.
You obviously know about the
Yeah.
5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because you
He
were.
knew about the 5 because of Erica, and I just told him, I was like, there was no way, and I even told you guys I was never coming after Erica.
It's like
I was
why
never
even
coming after John.
why even pretend
You guys gave me
why
the heads
fake
up, and
cry to me in the
remember I was
pantry
like,
that
why
you
is
were like
she
worried it
doing
was
that?
you
We're
and it
never
wasn't
putting
you
her on.
clearly.
Yeah.
I
there you go.
was worried that it could be me. You don't know in this game. I was absolutely worried it could be me. People, they thought it could have been them going up in the double.
Yeah.
And I was crying because I was upset that Erica went home because I had no intention of ever putting Erica
And
up, and
I
I
didn't
told
wanna
her
put
that.
Erica
You said
And she
you said she
also, when
threatened
she
you.
said Erica,
She said she didn't threaten you.
no, she didn't threaten me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I aired that out too. He already knows. We can't pretend we don't have something. Well, now, I guess.
Except for the fact that you guys also have something with everyone else.
Yeah,
And
and that's part of the reason why I said if you
Every
want to
single
throw
person in here
everything out there,
has
let's
something
do
with
it.
everyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, I guess there was
True.
a common consensus that we were saving each other for the triple, and we were standing true to that. And our consensus, as I said to Johnny, is if something were, if trust were to build from this, we would allude to maybe working together in the future.
No, exactly.
If it made sense at that time.
And I even
we
told
never
you who I was
agreed
going
on
to
a
put up in
final
the
four.
triple. Like,
We
I
never-
wasn't putting you guys up, and I wasn't putting you up. And I told you that today, that I was putting up Maddie Will Paris.
Yeah. And me being upset in the pantry was genuine. I was sad to see Erica go. And when she mentioned Erica's name, did I or did I not say, no, don't do that. Let's do Maddie. And you said, we got to make this big move.
You
And I said,
didn't
I'll
say,
support you.
You didn't say Maddie at all. You said, oh, I don't know if we should do it. It's too soon. That's all you said.
Okay, yeah. So I alluded to the fact of not doing it.
And when I walked in, I'm the one who said Maddie. That was the first thing I
No,
remember.
Erica's the only person that said Maddie's name.
No, I said Maddie too. The first thing, before you said anything, because it was all like a rush, I said Maddie, and then you said your spiel.
And then we
That's
said we
what
would
happened.
support you. And that was the support came from knowing that you and Erica didn't trust us. And we felt like what we had with you
Well,
guys. No, that was
no.
facts. I was told by people that you were telling other people
That
that I
initial-
was sketchy and that I should not be trusted, including Ryan and including others who still are in this house, which I'm not going to throw under the bus.
That's not
that
even
you
the
were
case.
going around
And-
saying that I was sketchy and that I shouldn't be trusted, and that if it ever came down to it,
Ali,
that
that
I
was
should
during-
go home before Liv.
Ali, that was during that 1 week when we had like all the shit with Marin and Ryan and stuff.
Right,
Which is
but-
why we talked about it right after the week, and I felt
But
good.
I didn't know to
I
the
felt like our
extent.
alliance, my only alliance in this game, was back on.
Yeah, but
Okay?
I didn't know.
And
it
you
was to
guys
the
played
extent.
it up inside the hot tub, laughing around like together. Johnny's Angels, joke name, wasn't actually our alliance name, but still joking around with it. But meanwhile, you're feeding them all this information. Like,
We weren't feeling them all this information.
It's like
All
this
we
is-
But we
told them-
felt good with each other. We told each other stuff.
Yeah,
because
and
I felt
we
good
weren't
with them. They
feeding
felt
them
good
all
with
this
me.
information. There was many conversations that were had that we didn't share with them. All we told them was the fact that it was alluded to the fact that if we were to gain power, that we should take a shot at them and not wait for the triple. True or false?
I wasn't even listening. Sorry, what? You was alluded to the fact that
That if we were to gain power, we should take a shot at them and not wait for the triple. True or false? You're going to deny that now?
Okay, sorry. It was alluded to the fact that you're saying that we should take a shot
No,
at
the
them.
conversation amongst the group.
I feel like every conversation we've had, every single fucking week has been about Dela going home next. And you guys have been like talking about it with me as if it's actually your thoughts. So like for you guys now to be saying like that wasn't the case,
It's
and going back
always
to
been
them
a
and saying,
thought. It's always been a thought.
you're playing me basically.
We're not playing anybody.
It's like at least with these guys, it's like
I thought we were 100%. Or
We
I
thought
was.
we thought
I
we
was
were 100% with you too until we
Okay.
heard that you had an alliance called 86 with a group of servers, that you had a final three
Oh,
with
Maddie's
so-and-so,
alliance?
that you had another alliance with so-and-so, that things that are said in this room are being dropped out into there. So this is what I mean. Like,
No, everything
I
that's happening
understand
with
that
them, I've told you guys.
I didn't know
because
about any of those final threes or final fours or the 86
It's not
alliance.
about playing any specific group. It's about me, I'll just speak for myself, feeling broken trust and feeling like I
Everywhere.
need to regroup somewhere else.
Everywhere.
And it kind of got
No.
overlapped in certain parts.
So that's what happened because Paris comes in here and feeds us friggin' information, throws you guys under the bus all the fucking time.
That's
I don't know
true.
if she's trying to get us
She
to go
tells
against
us
each
the
other.
other way around. So
Okay,
that's
so
what I mean.
Paris is your three, she's our three,
three.
she's Maddie and Will's three. She had Ryan in her back pocket, and that's why she wanted you out all freaking week. And was that not the consensus? We all came to saying literally Paris is good with everyone. And
is.
the thing with Maddie came up with the 86 thing, you know, in front of me, Paris, and you and me. And what are we going to say? No? And we're like, aha, 86.
And Paris
sure,
takes that
Paris.
information to everyone so that everyone is not trusting everyone.
Exactly.
And she just sits in the middle and knows she's never going to win on the block. And she
Yeah.
definitely could have probably beat you today. And I know that.
As soon as you made that deal, she goes, oh, I'm hurting.
As soon as you made that deal, she's like, oh, I'm going down. And then we're talking to her after. She's like, yeah, I kind of think I just lost mental focus when we were in there. And when
then-
I talked to her here, she's like, yeah, it was my...
When information was retrieved to me or brought to me, I was having doubts.
About you guys?
About you.
No, I've
because
been
it was very
100%
specific information, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe they are like coming after me for
No,
the
but
triple,
that's
and
the
I'm not
exact
offended
same
by
thing
that.
they're doing to us.
But I'm just letting you know, like when
No,
I heard
yeah.
the information, I was like, I'm not shocked, nor am I hurt, nor am I anything, because
Yeah.
I do believe that the original consensus was save each other for the triple.
Also, and I
Yeah.
will say really quick,
Yeah.
even though you feel like there was some broken trust along the way,
massively.
we saved you this week.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you owe me or anything. I'm just saying, why would I keep you if I didn't?
But
if
it's
we weren't
also the
anything?
reason why Erica went home and I almost went home last week because of you guys, arguably.
Arguably,
this-
I
because-
don't think it was because of us.
But Derek,
buddy.
that's the
it
reason. Derek
wasn't-
just said that was the reason why when I didn't say like no, I didn't say that to anyone. You said okay, he's fucking lying to me because he knew you guys had told him that wasn't the case.
But it wasn't just that. It was the
Right?
It was the
I
Paris
had
saying
feelings
it too.
of
It
putting
was
you
Ryan
on the
saying
block,
it
but I
too.
asked you that specific question to know whether or not you would lie to me, and
Yeah.
I knew that you lied to me.
And
in
where's
that
my
spot,
heads up
So
then?
that's why I put you up.
What do you mean?
Like if it's just a heads up to these guys telling Johnny's doing this, Johnny's doing this, Johnny's doing like constantly. Where's my heads up when you guys are also having those conversations with me as like planning going forward? Dela this,
No,
Dela's
I
a big
also
threat.
will
Dela
say
needs to
really
go
But
out.
I never ever said I was coming after you. I never said I was coming after Erica. I thought we literally. I even had a conversation with Erica saying I was 100% for the 5, like 100% whole way. How many times I had to
You
tell
had that
you, this
another
side,
conversation
this side, this
because
side, this side.
we had started to get mixed feelings because Erica was always, you know, these 5 are my people, and I
And,
only
like-
only talk game with my people, and that's all Erica
No, and
ever
Erica
said
even
to me.
said, she's like, and I feel really good with Johnny. He's on the other side, but Johnny's the person we're literally taking to the 6. I was like, yes, 100%. And then I was like, oh, you guys are coming against me? What the fuck? And how many times
Yeah.
did I say, why is Erica doing this? I'm never going against Erica. How many times did I say that to you guys? And you were like, I know, like, I can't
And I
believe
will
it.
also say though, when someone is already a threat in your eyes, as you two were, undoubtedly, and as we are,
Yeah.
it only takes a little bit of information, even the slightest thing. That's why I downplayed the frequent word, the smallest bit, to make you be like, because it pushes that over the edge.
You told me right after too. Also, you didn't realize until in the moment that Erica was a threat, and that it would be, like you're happy to have me in the game without her and stuff.
No,
but you
I-
didn't know until the very. But had you've been talking with these guys about saying like Erica
No, I
needs to
said
go?
in the moment I decided to act on that because I said I couldn't see myself going forward with both of you, which you guys I voiced as well. I couldn't see myself going forward with 2 big threats. and then you had to take out one. But in the moment, I decided to act on that.
And I never voiced distrust with you to anyone at any point in this game. Like, yes, Ali, we had our thing and stuff, and that was like talked about
But
and
it
stuff.
was
But like,
voiced to people is what I'm saying, because it was people that were telling me that.
But
it
also,
was
I want
in
to.
conversations with like, Ali's doing this, Ali's doing this. I'm like, why the fuck is Ali telling me one thing and not another person? Like, doing something else that
Because I was.
No, I know. This is weeks ago. We've already gone past it and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
Honestly, I'm just like, that's where that was coming from and stuff. But to say like because I didn't trust both you guys and stuff, that wasn't the case.
I'm
like,
not speaking for her. I'm speaking
Yeah.
for myself. That I felt like there was no longer trust there, and then I felt like when we were having discussions, it was very much like we got to do this, we got to do this, and I didn't feel like it benefit my game. But I felt like not reacting or not being engaged in the conversation made more distrusting, because you would be like, well, you guys don't seem about that, or then we would leave the room and you guys would huddle and have conversations about me, and I know that to be fact because Erica told me.
But even like past
Right.
recently and stuff.
That was the past. That's immediate, Johnny.
This was like
You're
this was pre these guys' HOH. What we're talking about right now. This was Erica's HOH. It's like
What do you
during.
mean, Erica's
No, it
HOH?
wasn't.
No, it was my
Yeah.
HOH.
No, it
Right,
wasn't.
I was HOH.
It was all
That's
at the same time.
I'm saying the Ryan Marin shit that happened, which
Oh,
is
what's the Ryan Marin stuff?
where Erica nominated Ryan and Marin, and there was like, I very much wanted Marin to go home, and she very much wanted Ryan to go home.
Right, but
And
you
then
didn't. But
it
when you
became a
had
clash.
that conversation with me, you said
don't know what this
it
one
was
is.
Yeah.
Kayla's HOH. When you had that conversation, because you're like, I feel like last week with the whole Ryan and Marin thing, you were very this.
Yeah.
It was at that time.
Okay.
It was at that time.
I could have sworn it wasn't, but okay.
No, it literally was. You're like, last week with the whole Marin. I was like, well, the only reason I did that is because I feel this, that.
So then why didn't that get squashed? Why did then have to be like this
Because
again?
after that fact, I kept hearing more things.
From who?
I'm not going to say.
There's no way. So that's why
Well, you
I
had
haven't
very
said more
intimate
things.
conversations with Erica saying that I would be the first to go.
between us four,
Yeah.
which I said to Liv too.
Oh, well, it wasn't presented as us four. I just know it was that I would be the first to go. And
Of
I
the
didn't know
house?
at what point. I didn't know at what point. So when I feel like someone's coming, towards me, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but there's not even enough people who could have possibly said that to you. Like, so.
But it did get back to me.
And if that was 3 weeks ago and stuff, I'm still concerned about you
It
guys
wasn't
sharing
3 weeks.
information with these
It
guys.
wasn't 3 weeks ago. It was you're
my
talking in lieu
HOH.
of her HOH.
Like,
Like-
when I heard that you guys were coming against me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like the Erica and John.
And again, it wasn't like we were
It wasn't this
relaying.
whole concoction plan since
Yeah.
day one.
And that's why I was like flabbergasted. I was like, Johnny's not coming after me.
Okay, so wait, I feel like you guys are
Erica's
trying to
not
make
coming
peace
after
right
me.
now
This
between each
doesn't
other and stuff, but you very much presented it as if like they're coming to you often and saying this, and that they came in the room and it was kind of like a different story and stuff.
Well,
and
like literally, they're the two people in this house that I actually
I
feel
get
good with.
that you can't
And
just
we
throw them
talk.
under the bus and stuff, but it
I'm
seems
not-
like I
I'm
can read
being
between the
honest.
lines.
No,
like-
go
Go
I'm
ahead,
trying to
throw
throw-
whatever you want to throw.
No,
I mean,
like I don't have anything to throw under the bus. I don't know what you're trying to ask.
We've
here.
shared information.
The
I don't know
reason
what
we
else.
share information is because we literally feel good with them, and they talk to us, and we talk to them. Like I don't know what
Even
you
this
mean.
past week, you guys, like, you didn't make that seem the case, and this entire
Hey,
time.
no, that's not true. We had a conversation in the bedroom, and I said we had a deal until the triple, but
Yeah.
We don't know-
No, wait, let me finish. But it shows really good faith that they have both been in power and not put us up because they're holding up their end of the deal.
And I mean, I know that's
They
the cover
literally
story of
have-
what
no,
it
but
actually
then I
is.
Freaking
said,
time.
who knows what that means in the future because you want to be able to
no,
work
you
with
still
people
think it's something else.
in this game who you can trust. That's what I said, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had that conversation, and I voiced that I was feeling good with them. To
You guys also said that kind of stuff to me, and I thought you guys were the ones I could trust.
I do feel
which
good
is
with you.
true, which is why we
Which
saved
is why
you.
we fought so hard to save you. If we didn't, it was very easy to keep Ryan. Very easy, Johnny. Everybody in this house was already
I'm aware.
leaning that way.
I'm aware, but this is why it's just like surprising to hear that this is the reason why Eric went home and I went home and stuff. Is because that wasn't locked down
That's
the way that I
not the
thought
only
it was.
reason Erica went home.
And
We
they
were
just
all
they
aware
said that too.
Erica
I don't know
was
if
a
you
giant
heard. They said
threat.
other people too were saying stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, them saying like for Kayla's HOH week, for the people, the many people who came in like said that Johnny's doing this, Johnny's doing this. You guys denied that straight up to me so many times in conversations. That was not you guys who said that. And you were like, who could possibly say that? Why? She's just lying. People are just
I
saying.
told you that we discussed you. If your name came up,
Yeah.
I told you that we discussed you. I never said that we never talked
And
about
I
you.
never said
told
she
you
was
one
You told
lying.
me that you discussed me with these guys and said that I was throwing their name under the bus. You absolutely never said that. I would.
I've been lied to literally all
do
game,
I, and
but
I
these
think-
were the two people I actually trusted, and I trusted Erica, and I trusted you. So when I heard those two things, I was like, this isn't true. And how many times I was like, why is Erica going after me? It makes no sense. Like, I'm not going after her because I wasn't.
And I will say on
And like
that
and
note, I
felt
will
good
say
with
as
you
well
guys,
because
and I feel like you feel good with us because.
But I will say on that note,
Yeah.
and again, correct me if I'm wrong,
Oh, yeah,
but there
sure.
were many times where the conversation was pro Erica and you guys had a question mark on Johnny. So for you to say there,
No,
now,
'cause
like,
we're
we had
wondering
full
where
trust
Johnny
in Johnny,
is because
full trust in Johnny.
you guys didn't
No,
know where
you
Johnny
didn't.
was either because everyone's saying Johnny's on the other side, and Erica's the one that's like, Johnny's the six, and I'm like, okay, cool. So that literally during that week after I was like, I told you were the first one safe out of those three, and then Paris is the one telling me things because I thought I trusted Paris. She was telling me things too, but apparently she tells everyone everything. And then literally that's why Maddie and Will were my nominees. And then it came to the point, I'm like, you know what? Is Ryan concocting all of this stuff? And then I threw Ryan up on the block. Yeah, Paris did come talk to me, saved Maddie. She didn't say anything about you, but it's because I was never putting you up. And literally, yeah, I didn't put Maddie on the block. And then Maddie like gave her life to me after that. And that's why she was like, I
Basically-
will vote whatever you vote, no matter what.
Basically, I'm
No,
just
I
going
know
to say
that.
my piece. Like, I'm just reiterating the
No,
fact
yeah.
that our agreement was always until the triple. You're
Yes.
convinced we have some sort of final four agreement, which you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. We have no final
We've
four
never said
agreement.
final four, but I wasn't.
We were
not
saying if we were
gonna
building the
take you out
trust,
at the
that's
triple,
what
and
we
I
were
was not
doing.
taking you
But
out
everybody in
either.
this house is convinced we have some sort of final four, which has never
So
been
you
agreed.
weren't taking them out of the triple?
We're taking them out.
No,
No.
because you guys haven't said that.
No, but at the same
Derek
time,
seems hesitant. It's okay, Derek.
confused.
It's okay. Like, it's okay, because other people said that you had
You knew the whole freaking time anyway.
that
so.
had made mention of like potentially taking
No,
a
but,
shot
like,
of
it
us,
was
and it's
honestly-
okay.
but
I'm
the-
not like surprised by that.
No, but like the thing is like we had this consensus to the triple, and it was if I could trust you to the triple, why would I ever take you out at the triple?
and that's what I said.
Yeah, that's what.
And which is why like my two HOHs I felt good. Your HOH, you didn't put us up, and literally we've been trusting conversations back and forth. You gave me a heads up over here. I was like, sweet, I can trust these people. How many times have literally even the other side of the house is literally like, get Allie a live out, Allie a live. Like cares so much about you guys.
Yeah.
Literally.
But I also won't deny the fact that when people come to me, I'm not gonna totally shut down the
No,
idea,
but that's
which I'm
why
sure you
I
guys
us?
don't
you
also.
and
Yeah.
Which we
telling you
have to
that.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's why when people come to me and say that you're talking about me, I almost put it on a back burner because I'm like, there's too much trust built here,
Yeah.
and not enough trust
And that's
built
constantly
here,
comes
and that's
at us,
why I
constantly.
believe
So-
you
And it's
guys
both
If-
ways.
over.
If you guys both aren't taking each other out in the triple, and somebody other than you guys go home this week, that means you guys are putting me up in the triple. So one of you has to go this
That's
week.
why I'm saying I'm not at all surprised
my
by
God.
people saying that they're
Yeah.
going to put us up in the triple, which is,
Yeah.
if you've said it or not, I literally don't take shock to it. I'm not offended by it. I expected it. I would be silly to, as much trust as we've built, and I say this candidly, as much trust as we've built,
Yeah.
we would be silly not to assume that the other isn't thinking it. Do you
No,
know
Of
what I'm
taking the
saying?
shot when the time
Of
comes.
course.
Exactly.
Of course.
But again, that's
which is
something
why
you
I've
can never know until
You get there.
the trust. Exactly. Like at this point, I felt really good with them. Didn't think they would shoot at me. Why would I shoot at them? I already had my friggin' 3 that I was putting on the block today if I won. Like, and I voiced that
Like,
to you.
where does that
I
leave me, though? You know what I
accidentally
mean?
voiced that to you. Yeah,
Not
but you
in the
weren't
3.
on the freaking block.
Not in anything.
No, because if any of those make it freaking past Final 5, they're guaranteed Final freaking 2. And I don't want that. And how many times have I voiced
Okay,
that to
and I
you
say
guys
that
and
too.
Erica?
And I said that to
Any
you
of
too.
those three.
Because if any of those 3 in their friggin' Final 5, they're guaranteed Final 2 and $20,000 for freaking skipping all the way to the end. I don't agree with that.
But again, you guys are putting me up in a triple instead of each other.
No.
That's not true. Like we had a
I guess we can never know. So I mean, like,
This
Yeah.
is the thing. You guys are asking about things that
Yeah,
are
yeah.
happening in the future,
Yeah,
and it's
you
like
can't
you
ask
can't.
about the future.
And
You
the
can't
thing is
inquire
that I
about
thought
it.
my game was going one way, and then I put trust in people very early on in this game. I talked to you very early
Oh, I
on in
know.
this game.
that's why I'm so
And
hurt.
That's
did
why
I.
I was so hurt,
And that's
Johnny.
why
Even
I
he
was
was like,
hurt.
when he
Did
was
we not
voicing
talk about
distrust.
this?
It's just a room of
Can I
friends.
just
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
this? Can I just finish this
okay,
thought? That's
let's
why
all
I
take a
was so
turn.
hurt,
I feel
Johnny.
like
I
we're
know
all
that you felt
trying.
like we had.
But Ali, voicing distrust is different than actively screwing someone over by taking what your conversations are that you think are private and sharing them with people and telling them not to tell Johnny that you told them. You know what I mean?
No, I 100% get that. And again, my relayance to them was never Johnny's coming to get you. Johnny's coming to get you. My
It was a
relayance,
heads up, and that's why
my
I worded
relayance
it
to
that
them
way.
was I feel as though if we
sounded like you also said
if
Johnny's
we
coming to
gain
get you,
power. If we gain power, it's like we should take a shot at you. I never once said, Erica and Johnny are coming after you. You need to get one of them out right now. Did I ever say that?
No, you never
No.
said that. No.
No.
But the problem was that we had also heard it from Paris
Yeah.
that said Johnny is coming after us too. And then we heard this information, hey,
Maddie,
heads
too.
up, it sounds like, you know.
Because Paris,
Like,
We
I
thought
never
told us
threw
everything.
you under the bus.
But she tells
Johnny.
you
I was just
everything,
saying,
too.
if I am to gain power, it's expected that I should take
It's
a
just,
shot at you.
I feel like you guys wanted to say more on that and stuff, and then them coming in here kind of like solidified, no, we have each other's backs. We're going to tell each other, like, we're going to protect each other in a situation.
No, but that's all they said. Like, they literally.
We're just
Yeah.
being honest. That's all.
There's no point of. Because we literally been honest with each other. We're going to be honest with you. That's
Like
what
I
was
said, when everybody was here, I've tried to play this game as straightforward and as forthcoming as I can, given the context of the game. There's things I need to keep to myself. There's things I've kept
I
from
just
them.
feel stupid talking to you guys, knowing that you guys were doing that the entire time.
No, but to be fair, the game you are the best example of this. In this game, when you form one relationship and you feel it shaking a little, you start to form another. And I think that's what happened in this instance. We didn't directly throw you under the bus. We were just maybe putting an egg in one other basket.
And what was
Okay,
shaky
and
about
can
us?
I say something too, Johnny?
Just the whole like you and Erica getting closer, forming. I felt
Isn't
like
that what you want? You guys were close. We were down with that.
yeah, but you two were
Yeah, but
a big threat.
you two together, Johnny, and you'd be silly not
On
to.
these guys?
No offense to them, but they hadn't won anything
guys?
really at that time. You, between the two of you, had 8 competition wins.
Yeah.
It's a
And
little
the best
unfair for you
social
guys to
game
think that
ever.
nobody else should have their eggs in other baskets.
I don't
being
think
threatened
that.
by
It's
you.
just like I can put my eggs in baskets without like sharing things of other people you're allied with in order to gain trust with other people, which is kind of how you guys framed it. They were just trying to gain trust with you by like screwing me over, right?
No, I just felt like I trusted
I don't think
them
that's
and I
what we
felt
were
good
doing.
that they
In my
told us,
opinion, I
because
don't
like
think
I was
that's
like,
what
oh,
we were
thank
doing.
God they told us that. We really trust them. That's why. But
That's
like,
why, right? So it's like gaining trust at my expense.
it's like that happened to be the result. I don't think that was their intention.
No, it wasn't our intention.
Is that I didn't know how to vocalize that I felt like I had established a connection with you early on in this game, and then I felt like because it was too early, perhaps you weren't ready to build that type of super tight bond that perhaps I built with her naturally over time. And when I felt that, one, I was losing your trust, and two, saw you gaining momentum and stability with another beastly player in this game, it became very threatening to me, which made me then feel here's people that people have been trying to pin against me the entire time, but up until now have been very candid with me about other people pinning us against each other, da-da-da-da-da. Let's not go after each other. Let's try to protect each other in this game, at least until the triple, because we know we have to come after each other at one point or another. But I never bashed you. I never threw you under the bus. There are many, many conversations that were had that were never relayed. It was just that one aspect where I said, if I am to gain power, it is expected that we come after you. I'm trying to push it to the triple.
Yeah.
But this is where the consensus is. And it wasn't just Johnny or just Erica. It was like, this is the consensus of the house, heads up. You know? And then when it's like, who are the biggest threats out of the consensus? It was an obvious thing. But if I really felt that way, Johnny, I wouldn't have fought to keep you here. And the thing with Erica, it was a surprise. I understand why she made the move. I supported the move because it made sense for my game as well. But the emotion was genuine. The only fake cry I've had in here is when I was trying to convince Will that he got the house on slop by failing at his secret mission. Everything else has been very genuine. I don't pride myself on being able to cry on command or use emotions to toy with my game or other people's game. And that's a sincere fact. And I apologize if it's put you in this predicament, but my reason for fighting for you to stay so hard this week is because, and we told you this, we feel partly to blame that you're in the predicament because I think you felt that you had our vote. And that's why you voted that way. And because there was no time to converse, we couldn't tell you, hey, this is the way we're voting. So we felt it was almost like our best effort to apologize to you was to save your game. And also it made sense. So, I mean, other than that, I don't really know what else I can give you. I never maliciously threw you under the bus. I never tried to slaughter your game. I never Evel Knievel tried to grab information here and then come drop it over there. I'm not like other people in this house that literally grasp onto every word you say and then throw it out to other people. I don't do that. And that's my truth. And then you do with that as you may.
Okay. No, that sounded good.
And it really is just because I have said 1,000 times I go with my gut, and I was feeling in my gut that although we were united and I had intentions, I would have never put you and Erica up on the block personally, at least not until later on in the game when I would have had to anyways. But my gut was telling me that I was the bottom of that totem pole. And as someone who has clearly not the same ability to win competitions as you guys, that's a very scary place to be. So I felt it was in my best interest to try and protect myself any way I could. And if you fault me for that, then I apologize.
And
but
that's
that
why I
felt like
put Erica, because I thought, again, we were at the bottom of the totem pole because she had your back,
Can I have
your
some
back,
of this?
but not
Yeah.
ours. You know what I mean? When I
really
thought I
sweet.
was really good with Erica, it didn't make sense to me. And that's why that week, you know, you were wondering why I was so like, I don't understand why I don't trust, or like why you don't trust me. Like I thought we actually had a really good thing from even like the very earlier in the game. And that's why I was so shocked that like, why is Johnny talking about me? Like apparently this week, like as soon as I got HOH, there were several people coming in here saying literally, Johnny has said your name and talked about you and wants you up or whatever, and that was why it was so emotional me talking to you about it.
That's another thing too. I will say it, and you can agree to this.
Yeah.
Is when we talked about when it came up in conversation,
You
it
had
wasn't
said-
me bringing it up.
no.
It was you saying, "Oh, this person said this about like this person said that Johnny is coming after us. Is that the case?"
And then we were
Do you
like,
know what I mean? Like it was like,
I don't know. I don't think I understand what you're saying.
So like you asked me because you had heard from other people in the house.
Yeah.
It wasn't me being like, oh, blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, no, I probably asked you because I trusted you guys.
Yeah.
Like, did I not? Like, as soon as I won HOH, I was like, you're safe and you're safe.
But you asked because you had heard about it first from someone else in the house.
And
it wasn't
made
like we were
sense.
having
Everything-
a conversation in that room and then
Yeah, because Ryan told me, and I talked to you guys before I even brought the 4 in here.
Right.
And once it was confirmed there, that's why it made sense here.
So like, how frequent though?
How frequent what?
Frequent what?
like how
we
how often
talk?
were we coming to
About
you?
me.
Oh, it was that week.
Just
Yeah.
that time.
Like,
That's
yeah,
why I
you're
said
the one that
trusted
gave me
you,
the
like
heads
frequently, right?
up. No, frequently
Me?
gives us, like, we talk to each other
Yeah.
frequently about
About
stuff.
other
You just
people.
asked how much you
I'm
talk
just so
to them,
confused
and we
because
said
like, okay, so
frequently.
wait, you don't bring my name up and stuff. It was just the one time when you asked them a question. That's when they
They
said
were
my
the ones
name.
that gave me a heads up. I had no idea you were going against me. I thought it was 100%
Just
on
the
your
one
side.
time.
Yeah, like that week.
That week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I said, we had heard it from Paris, so that was when I really started to like doubt that trust with you, because I personally too have felt so good with you since the very beginning, sitting here day one from your first HOH all the way up until we heard that you were kind of thinking of targeting us, or at least one of us.
Because we heard it from Ryan, and I didn't question the 4 people until I could maybe ask some people that I actually trusted. So if I got information from them, literally that's, or not information, but literally ask them and they've heard it, and I hear it from them before I ask 4 people that could plain out lie to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I trusted them, and I was like, what's going on? They're like, yeah.
Okay,
Until-
so then we made good with each other.
And then we made
after
good
that.
with each other, yeah, and
But
I felt
then
really
your
good.
HOH comes along, and what went wrong there? For why I was nominated
Well, that's when I gave you a chance to sit here because I'd known the information.
from
and I
like
wa-
from before Kayla's HOH.
It would have
From
been.
Well, and
it
also
would have
they-
been from
been
Kayla's
my
HOH.
I kind of already admitted to you guys at that point that I'd said like that one of you leaving the game would be good.
No, you didn't
You
say
didn't
that during
really
my
admit
HOH.
it,
You said
though.
it during his HOH.
I said it during your HOH, but it was after you'd nominated and vetoed and stuff. We had a conversation like here or whatever. But
No, we were laying on the bed, and you just
Yeah,
said
yeah.
we were really good with each other. And you said at one point, when do you have to go?
Yeah.
You didn't say like that you wanted one of us to go. You said at one point, one of you will probably go.
You said it would be better for your game, which was obvious, but that wasn't really admitting to saying it. That's why I again asked that question
Yeah.
to then say, "Hey, here's a chance. Was there anything you
but
specifically
it was just
said?"
from that
And you
one
said
time
no.
before that they shared that with you. It wasn't like
Well, because I'd heard it from Paris and I had heard it from them, so I heard it from 2 places. So that's
And
why
Ryan
I
said
wanted
it.
to know if you had said it before. So I was like, okay, apparently he said it to Paris. Apparently they've heard it over
it just
here.
seemed.
It wasn't. It's
it
not
seemed
this
like-
conspiracy.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
not
like
a
you're
conspiracy.
confusing.
I don't
It was
understand me
mentioned,
concocting
so-
the game and stuff.
Yeah,
like
there you go. Literally,
Like-
because I literally don't trust them, and I trust you guys, and
Yeah.
I literally told him that.
Well, because
Flat
it
out
was
told
the
him
one
that.
week, like I said, there was overlap. It wasn't this like, here, run here, run here.
Yeah,
like,
no, it was just
not
like happened
that.
to walk in here, and like we were just talking and stuff. I trust them. I tell them things.
She
they
said
tell me things.
who was saying your name. She said that
Yeah.
this is what was being said, and then she asked us what was the validity of that, and we were kind
Yeah,
of like,
and because like I trust them,
Well-
they told me. I was like, thank you. It just like
and again,
solidified
it was
trust.
like, well, I don't. They haven't outwardly said this. We just know that the consensus is if we are to gain power, it would be better not to wait till the triple. 'cause
And
you
I'm
guys-
sorry because I did not think it would end up like this. We didn't know that that was
Yeah.
going to happen in Kayla's week. We didn't know that,
Yeah.
you know, like a snowball effect.
The
Exactly.
intent was
There
never
was
for
no
Erica
intent for Erica to go home originally, but
Like
in that
this was
position.
not the plan in any way, shape, or
We were
form.
going to try and salvage moving forward.
Yeah,
this
because I
was
didn't
the
know
plan-
that instant eviction. How was I going to know that Ryan was going to come off the block? I'd have 3 minutes for Arissa to come back and make a decision. The only decision was the one person coming after me that actually will probably win HOH next week and put me on the block is probably Erica
Well, there
because
was-
of
yeah.
that situation.
Hey.
Can I get a word with you when this is over?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paris is in line next first
Oh,
too.
is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
But
Will.
no, and especially in that situation, in that instance, that was, you know, kind of the only choice in the sense that we told Will that he was going up as a pawn, and our intention was for him not to go home the entire week. It was our intention for Ryan to leave, and then Ryan came down by Canada, and we're like, who was left in this house
That
to
is
put beside
actually
Will?
coming after me.
And also, I will also say quick while everyone's here, there are lots of things that you have said to me that I haven't told anyone else still. It was just that smallest hint of tidbit heads up that I do feel guilty about, but at the time it felt like the right decision. But because I felt guilty about it and I realized it wasn't, that's why I wanted to keep you.
I feel like knowing that you guys weren't just coming back constantly, like saying this, Johnny saying this, that makes me feel better. It sounded like, or it felt like, or maybe
No, that was not the case.
That's not our style of game.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we cleared that up
Yeah.
amongst everyone because it definitely
Yeah,
becomes a
that's-
jumble
I
while there's
know.
lots of other.
And I think too, like our emphasis, and you cannot deny, and you can tell them flat out, our emphasis on pushing to wait till the triple, and you constantly asking, where do you think I am with Dayla? I told you many times, you're good with them, bro. You're good with
Kaela.
them. What?
Potentially, I don't know.
I said Dayla, but maybe you felt
No,
like that was
but, like,
Kaela.
you were
but
always 100% with me, and I've
But
never
did I or
doubted you.
did I not say?
But I've
for
told
a
you
long
that
time,
too.
you're good with them. You're good with them. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. For a long time, because I really felt like there was no intent, you know. And then as
never.
numbers started to dwindle, and as things started to like get harder, and other people in other areas of the house saying other things, it just became like, okay, there's no trust here. Okay, maybe I need to go over there. Everybody assuming that we had a Final Four, and no matter how many times I said it till I'm blue, purple, pink in the face, everybody's like, I know you got a Final Four. It's like, okay, well, there's nothing I can say or do then if you're pushing me to work with these people because you don't believe me anyways, then if these people are, you know, saying they're not going to take a shot at me until triple, maybe
Yeah.
longer, who knows.
Yeah.
This is my best game move right now because other people are throwing my
'cause
name under the bus.
Yeah,
Other
I know
people are
there's those
telling
3 people
me-
that will tell you whatever you want to hear. They tell us what we ever want to hear.
I stopped
And you're
talking
the
to Maddie
people-
altogether.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, there's me and Matt.
Okay,
and
but-
and you people are the people I actually trust.
If
so
they're,
it's just like
so it's great that you guys have all this trust with one another.
no,
but where does
like,
that leave me
no, it
in this
doesn't-
game?
no,
but the reality of the truth is,
you were part of it too, which is why I didn't understand why
I wasn't.
You were
I mean, the
against
5
me.
discluded me, which made me feel like, ugh.
No, you were, because to be fair, which is why you were in the predicament, was because you had too many eggs and too many baskets. And at that time,
People-
we were all like, we don't know where he is.
Yeah, but it was
true.
never
People are
coming
trying to
after
drag you in,
It was
but
us
you're-
to take out all those people
We
so that you
wanted
would come
that.
back to
Okay,
tried
so
to
say
take out Maddie,
someone
and
else.
you were upset
say
about
someone
that.
else goes this week, though. Then what?
Someone what?
Say someone goes this week.
Well, that depends
isn't
on you.
You guys.
Yeah.
That depends on you.
Then what, though? I mean, the following week when I can't play and there's
The
a triple.
That depends on you.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, like.
I do, and that's why I'm
There's still
saying
two
that
people
Well,
depends
there's
on
only
you.
2 people that have to go home.
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say though, I mean, this isn't just to deflect on what you're obviously hinting at.
Yeah.
But even if they win, you're still on their radar.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not lying about
'Cause every
my
person
HOH
came here
weekend.
and
Everyone's
said
saying
you.
that, and even prior to just
Yeah.
now, Will just admitted that we had a talk in the conversation. Hey, if this is a triple, I'm putting Johnny up. Will told me that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's not. It's talked about.
Oh, and in lieu of the thing that I admitted to when we were in here the first time, and you're like, oh, who said I'm still a target? And I said that. Remember I said, and you're like, you said that? And I was like, yeah, I said that. Because that was the only way to convince some of these people to keep you. Otherwise, their biggest fear is that you would be loyal to us. And that was a thing for us. I was like, no, he'll be a target. So I'm admitting that point blank. That some of these people had to be like,
Because
no,
if you
don't worry.
notice, every time there's an HOH, those people come and tell whatever they want to the HOH, feel good with them, they'll do whatever you want for the week, and then when you're not HOH, they don't talk to you.
Do you guys think it was Derek's persuasion that kept me here this week?
Sorry, but no.
It was. I helped though.
He did have conversations
I went
with
to
everybody.
everybody
But
and
the
had
conversations
conversations.
had been prior to them. It kind of solidified it because there are people in the house that want to do what the HOH wants to do.
Exactly.
And there
him,
was, and I'm not
having those-
lying.
but the conversations were had.
No,
beforehand.
it was that I'm doing whatever Derek wants. I'm not. I'm saying this way. I haven't made a decision. I really want to do what Derek wants or the HOH wants. So Derek literally went.
But
and
I
said,
think
I'm keeping
what
Johnny.
I'm saying is
and
I
so
think
they're like,
their
okay,
mi-
I feel good to say I'm keeping Johnny.
Yeah,
now.
but what I'm saying to you is that their minds are made up before that.
Okay,
And that
but they
was
weren't
like,
voicing
oh, good.
that.
Because
Okay, well, then
there
they were
were
lying to
some
me, too.
people-
They were.
But then
Then they
you're
were lying to me,
afraid
too.
to know that.
No,
you know what I
totally,
mean? So in
totally
her opinion,
fair, totally
that
fair.
What we told you was true. Because
No,
if
okay.
they're-
Remember
okay.
when we came
Some
in?
people are afraid of
wait,
pissing
wait,
you
wait, wait.
off.
Okay, yeah.
Remember when we came in to talk to you guys? We said we want to keep Johnny, and this isn't an out of the blue thing because we know other people are on board.
Yeah.
That was because
me?
yeah, when we came in
Yeah.
here,
we said,
yeah. Was Derek in the room for that?
Yeah, and then
When
remember
I was
I was
sitting
on board,
there?
and then I was like, yeah, I want to keep Johnny.
No,
and I
but
told you
what I'm
guys
saying
even
is
in the
because
room.
I think other people were giving me good feels at that point already.
Yeah, so
Okay, they weren't giving us good feels.
Yeah, exactly.
They were
because
like,
they
That's
were
what I'm
afraid
saying.
of pissing you off. Because
Okay,
I
so
had
you're like, Johnny's
we
a
had
rich target,
conversations.
we
We were
wanna
like,
know,
we
Ryan's
don't want to go
annoying,
against
we can
Kaela.
beat him in comps,
We don't
we
want to
can't
do
beat
this.
Johnny.
We don't
So
want to be the
Okay,
target.
So again,
So they
playing
were
both sides. Then.
Exactly.
Playing
So
both sides.
they were telling you what, and agreeing with you, but to us, they weren't saying what they were doing.
Right.
Exactly.
I agree with
So
that.
That's why
Basically
we
just
thought
said, like,
we had to go tell them.
The
Johnny.
HOH would be happy with either one because they obviously knew Johnny had a really good chance of coming down with a veto. They wouldn't be mad at you. They wouldn't be going against them because they've been wanting Ryan out forever. Ultimately, this is your own game. You got to do whatever you think is best.
They were
Making a
telling you what you
decision.
wanted to hear.
Yeah, they're literally like, whatever you want to do, Derek,
Yeah, I
is
get
exactly
it.
what I'm gonna do.
And that's why, and I told you, I was like, I have a good feeling like I can get this unanimous. And then I said, I'll talk to everyone because that's where I was at. And then I did only have 3 confirmed yeses that night. I had
And then-
Kaela, I had Maddie, and I had Will that were like 100%, we got your back, that's what we're doing. These 2 are still on the fence, like, well, not on the fence, but not telling me their vote. And then Paris was
the
pro
last
Johnny
one
go
to-
home the entire
yeah,
time because she
exactly.
had a father-daughter relationship. She felt safer with Ryan being in the house as opposed to you being in the house.
Because
is why
she's good with
Paris-
every single person, including Ryan, and then you were the one that she wasn't good with,
Yeah.
that she said.
And that was her
So-
reasoning behind that. So, yeah, and that's why I felt good where I was at in my position.
Yeah.
So,
And that's why, and I went to you guys and I was like, I'm gung ho to keep Johnny. And I think I told you guys even after that conversation, almost like instantly. And then that's when I talked to you before. I don't know what timing of it was the same day, but I think it was earlier because we were in the catacombs earlier. And I told you how good I felt with you.
So how are you feeling about how this transpired?
Yeah.
so yeah, nevertheless, how do we even...
I don't know.
I just didn't want you to think I was lying to you because it almost felt like when we talked or sat down, you were just like, oh, just some things people are telling me is not lining up with what you said. And I'm like, what's not lining up with what I said? Because I literally told you the truth. So that didn't make sense. So
Yeah.
literally my purpose of this is the fact that I didn't want you to think I was lying to you because I wasn't. I wasn't lying to you.
And I told the exact same thing to Ryan when he's coming in and asking me. I was like, everyone's holding their votes close to home this week. I thought I would sit down as HOH and get all this information. It didn't feel like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I mean, I appreciate you guys honestly just like speaking honestly with me because I feel like this entire, or at least like the last little bit, it's been like so difficult for me to try to, I don't know, have conversations with people and stuff. I feel like I'm interested to talk to them too, just like see where their heads are at or what they're
Yeah,
thinking or
of
what they have to
course.
say.
Yeah.
And obviously I want to talk to all of you guys individually anyway still.
yeah,
Like, time's running out. Do you think there's going to be noms tomorrow? Like,
probably
Who
the
knows?
end
There's
of
no way they're
tomorrow.
sending us to bed before you talk to everyone.
yeah.
Not in this
Yeah.
situation, what's going on.
No,
Yeah.
I just didn't want you to think I was lying to you because I was never.
Yeah.
I told you straight up everything. I was even honest with you in the catacombs the other day, whenever that was, and everything was straightforward. It was gung ho. Didn't say I was even putting him up with the nominations I told you. Like,
It's just hard because like even when you ask me like, do you have anything to say to it? I wasn't about to throw these guys under the bus and say like I talked about it with them. You know what I mean? saying like they're talking about it with me too.
And that's why when I was
and that's why like my
literally
allegiances
sitting
to you
here,
guys almost like fucked me over in the
I
situation.
knew Paris was against me. I knew Maddie and friggin' Will. They all don't trust me. They all not on our side. And that's why when you were like, oh, anyone else? And I was literally like, I don't want to ruin my game and throw things out because you two were the last person I wanted to throw under the bus and talk about like that. And then once you guys were like, oh, I think private conversations and stuff. And I'm like, that's a little better because I feel like he already knew that we were fine with each other. So like, that wasn't anything to hide.
Yeah.
It just came to the point, I just didn't want you to think I was lying to you because I wasn't. And I feel like you to believe me that I literally, whatever I said this week was true and our conversation the other day and whatever, just I didn't want you to think I was lying to you because if whatever you thought I was lying during my HOH week, I was not lying about.
Yeah.
So as long as I could prove that that was true,
Yeah.
maybe you would believe me that literally what I'm saying right now is not, I'm not lying. So.
So these guys, Paris and Ryan,
Yeah.
were the many. Okay.
But again, we didn't bring
But
your name up.
Again, and that's why I said it was like a heads up thing. They said that
Like, we never came in here with the intent of like, okay, let's throw Johnny under the bus. We didn't bring your name up. We didn't say you need to do this, you need to do that.
It was just an affirming.
like it was asked, so and so and so and so,
and it was from people I trusted, so that's why I believed it. And that's why I was so adamant of believing it when I questioned all you guys. Because it came from someone I believed or trusted.
All right,
And in
can
the
we get a
end-
minute now? Like,
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
you
that's
guys
fine.
have had a minute prior.
No,
Can-
yeah, we had a bit.
Thank you guys though.
No,
You bet.
I'll give you a hug because I'm a
Yeah.
hugger and I don't want to leave
Yeah.
a conversation like that. And like I never wanted to like throw you guys under the bus.
it's
I
all
was
good.
never
No, it's
doing
not. When you're being
anything.
honest,
nothing-
it's
yeah,
fine.
Like,
right?
you guys were actually trusted in this game, and that's why I had no problem calling them out, but I wasn't calling you out in front of other people to
No.
ruin anything.
I came in the
that you did.
And that's
conversation late,
exactly
just
my
FYI.
point. To talk privately.
Okay. Give me a hug. Oh, Derek's now, like, I'm gonna hug around.
I really do need to
No.
get to Paris too because she could be really upset.
No, yeah,
about
and now I'm
Paris
gonna go out there and Paris is gonna freaking blow at me. So, because she denied everything in here. So,
Thanks, guys.
you're welcome.
I just want to apologize.
That's a lot.
I just want to apologize again if like, but again, I just want you to know that our efforts in saving your game this week was because we felt like
I know.
part
I just
of
wanted to
it-
get that cleared up with them instead
Totally.
of stuff
But I
because
just like it really. We fought so hard, and I hope that you know that.
I do.
Our campaign is what saved you.
yeah.
But it was because we felt like you were in this predicament.
So wait, when I talked about Derek and Kaela and stuff, like, did you guys agree with me at all at any point during all that?
100%.
And
I did.
maybe you're gonna be
Even like
mad.
this past week?
Maybe you're gonna make me mad at me for not saying this in front of them, but I really did not feel comfortable saying it. I was contemplating putting them up in the upcoming triple.
Yeah.
It was not. It was like a.
But I can't say that in front of them.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
hope you respect that
Yeah.
because it's just. And when it happens, I'll.
It's just so hard because you guys are admitting that like you just keep saying that to people and stuff. So I'm
Do
like,
you see how I keep
it the truth?
reiterating the fact that we had an agreement to the triple, and if you thought about putting me up in the triple, I'm not shocked. I'm not hurt.
Yeah.
Because I expect it, because I've heard it from other people. So
Especially
I'm
now, a triple brings it down to
reiterating-
5.
I'm reiterating to them, like I literally just did it in front of you. If you're saying it would be shocking to me that you're not thinking about it because we're thinking about it. I'm not shocked. I'm not hurt by it because our agreement, and I told you, I've said it now in front of them, we do not have a final four. The agreement was the triple, and if it goes, depending on who's left, what if you weren't here? What if they are the best option?
Yeah.
Then I can't say no.
Yeah.
But we've never said, hey, let's do it. We never have. We never have.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't.
I know, Paris.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I
just
said
sorry.
to them, too.
They
I
took
was
a
like,
long, and then
I just want
I
5
know.
minutes, man. It's
I
been like
know.
over an hour.
I
I
know.
just want 5.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I said I do need to get to her.
I
She's
know,
getting
that's fine.
progressively.
But like, that's all I want. There's certain things, like I said. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Johnny, if you want me to say everything and anything, none of us have a game.
Yeah.
There's certain things I can't say in front of them.
Yeah. Truth. And they probably feel the same way.
Because they have named alliances with every
86.
person.
They literally have, Will and Paris will come in here and tell you 4 different alliances that they have.
Yeah.
We never formed an alliance with them. The only alliance we had was also with you and Erica. And us.
Ew, I'm so annoyed I said Johnny's Angels in front of them.
I know. I was like,
I was like, oh, you idiot.
I wasn't even meaning to say the nonsense. I was just remembering you in the hot tub going like, Johnny's Angels to the camera and stuff. And then in my
that
mind, I was
wasn't
like, and,
fake
Johnny's Angels.
though.
Yeah.
It was not. It was honest to God. It was just, and an affirmation for her. I was just like, yeah, maybe. And I think that's all it took. It wasn't me coming in here being like, oh my God.
But I feel like
Voice
even
recorder,
when I
replaying.
asked them and stuff, it was like they did say frequently.
Of course they're gonna say that
they're gonna
though.
say
frequently.
But I
Do
said,
you see how they can't say frequently when they're right in
Yeah,
front of
yeah,
our
yeah.
face?
Yeah.
Because they know it's not.
and I
fucking
even said,
true.
I don't think frequently, and they didn't even dispute it.
Yeah.
She's like, no, not frequently, just like the one time. I'm like,
And they weren't even like, they were
I
like,
didn't even
yeah.
contest that.
Yeah.
So like, I get why they're doing that.
Yeah.
Their backs against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't know, right?
You know, but that's why I'm saying when you're like, who's up next in the triple? What do you want me to say right now, Johnny? I can't say it out loud.
Exactly. And they're saying that we weren't on their minds. I guarantee you,
We
you were
are.
on their minds.
We're not stupid.
Yeah.
We're not stupid.
Yeah.
Like, there's many more things that I could have said right then and there about things that they've told us that they're saying about us behind these closed doors. But what is the point?
Yeah.
What is the point? It's not, I don't need them to know that I know what I know that they're saying. It's fine. It's right here. But we saved you, and I said
I know.
those things to you.
I know.
But what I'm saying is I said those things to you. I came downstairs and told you I think Kayla's being sneaky. Those are actual things that I think.
And I'm not sharing anything you guys are telling me to that.
But I don't need to say that in front of them. I don't need to air out what everybody, I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
It's fine. I already know.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like we can talk later.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel
Talk
like
to Paris. I
I
just
should talk to
wanted
Paris.
to
Yeah. I'm glad you guys
Make
even
you-
participated in that because that was like fucking everything. I don't know. Weird.
It was like family reunion, hugs, goodbye. All right, see you next